In the year 1177, the most powerful Muslim commander of the age marched freely through the Kingdom of Jerusalem. His army numbered in the tens of thousands. His reputation was unmatched. His enemy was a teenage king dying of leprosy. No one expected resistance. No one expected a battle. Yet, near a low hill called Montgisard, history would take a violent and unexpected turn. This is the story of how King Baldwin IV, against all logic and odds, shattered the army of Saladin in one of the most astonishing victories of the crusading era. By the late 12th century, the balance of power in the Levant was shifting decisively. The Ayyubid Sultanate, under Saladin, had unified Egypt and Syria, creating a powerful Islamic state surrounding the Crusader kingdoms. Saladin's long-term goal was clear: the destruction of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Jerusalem itself was fragile. Its king, Baldwin IV, was young and gravely ill with leprosy. Many assumed the kingdom would collapse upon his death. In 1177, Saladin launched a large-scale invasion, raiding deep into Crusader territory and advancing confidently toward the coast. The Crusaders could raise only a small force in response. Baldwin IV understood that delay meant annihilation. He chose to fight. Armies and terrain. Kingdom of Jerusalem. The Crusader army numbered approximately 3,500 to 4,500 troops. Around 375 knights, including approximately 80 knights. Templar, supported by infantry and mounted sergeants. Despite his illness, King Baldwin IV personally led the army, mounted and armored. Ayyubid Sultanate Saladin commanded between 20,000 and 26,000 troops. A mixed force of cavalry and infantry. Cavalry, dominant and highly mobile, experienced from years of successful campaigning. Numerically, the Crusaders were hopelessly outmatched. Terrain. The battle took place near Montgisard, Tel Gezer, close to Ramla in modern-day Israel. The ground consisted of open, rolling terrain with little cover. Terrain generally favorable to cavalry. Crucially, Saladin's army was spread out, dispersed while foraging and raiding, not concentrated for battle. The battle. Baldwin IV acted with speed and resolve. Rather than retreat or wait behind walls, he ordered an immediate attack, advancing rapidly before Saladin could assemble his forces. The Crusaders emerged suddenly, descending toward the scattered Ayyubid units in a surprise downhill cavalry charge. At the heart of the assault rode the Knights Templar, executing a concentrated strike directly at Saladin's center. Saladin was caught completely off guard. His army had not formed proper battle lines. Reconnaissance had failed. Units were isolated and uncoordinated. Frankish knights smashed into unprepared troops, cutting through formations before resistance could organize. Panic spread rapidly. Within a short time, the Ayyubid army collapsed. Saladin narrowly escaped the battlefield with only a small personal escort. Thousands of his soldiers were killed or scattered. The invasion ended in disaster. Analysis. Montgisard was decided not by numbers, but by decision-making. Saladin's mistakes allowed his army to become dangerously dispersed. Poor reconnaissance failed to detect the Crusader advance. Overconfidence due to overwhelming numerical superiority. Delayed formation of battle lines. Failure to anticipate a rapid, unified counterattack. Crusader advantages, immediate, decisive action, shock power of heavy cavalry. Focused Templar assault at the enemy center. Unified command under Baldwin IV. Exploitation of enemy vulnerability. Baldwin IV understood that he could not survive a prolonged campaign. He ended it in a single blow. The Crusader victory at Montgisard was decisive. Saladin suffered heavy losses, and Ayyubid advances against Jerusalem were temporarily halted. Baldwin IV's reputation was transformed. Once viewed as a tragic figure, he emerged as a capable warrior king, respected by allies and enemies alike. Saladin would recover, adapt, and eventually triumph years later. But at Montgisard, history paused. A dying king charged downhill, an empire faltered, and against every expectation, the kingdom of Jerusalem survived another day.